Hello, everyone, and Happy New Year. The topic I want to talk about today is a question that someone asked me, and I just wanted to talk about it because I feel like it's important. The question was, whose love is more important in a marriage? Is it the man's love? Is it the woman's love? And in my opinion, the man's love is more important. Why? A woman is a realist, and a man is a hopeless romantic. Men are made to love. The Bible said, men, love your wives. Wives, submit to your husband. The Bible is the only manual we have for marriage. God created marriage, God ordained marriage, and God gave us the Bible as our instruction manual to use to be successful in marriage. And God's words are very clear in the Bible. It doesn't mean that a woman is not supposed to love her husband. It doesn't mean that a woman's love is not important. No. Submission is powerful. Let's think about it this way. An example that I gave a couple years ago when I wrote a blog post about this question. Think about yourself being blind. Just imagine yourself being blind and being led by a 13-year-old. You see what I'm saying? Like, the 13-year-old is leading you, and in your head, you're thinking, this person is just 13, but I'm blind. What can I do? I don't have a choice. I have to trust them and that they're going to lead me where I'm going and not let me harm myself. You just trust them and you just follow them. That's how it is. When a woman submits totally to a man, sometimes we don't completely agree with the man's perspectives of life. Sometimes we don't completely agree with his goals. But we submit because that's what the Bible tells us to do. We submit. If a woman submits to you, chances are she already loves you because that's a lot of trust. Submission takes trust. And, at that point, chances are they already love you. A man is a hopeless romantic. As much as men do not like to admit this, that's just who they are. That's what they were born to do. A man's love is more solid. A man's love is not, is not triggered by hormones. It's not shaken by hormones. It's solid. If a man loves you, he loves you. There could be 100 Victoria's Secret models in the room, but a man that loves you will see through all of them like a ghost, and his eyes will be only on you. Love is not hard for men. Love is not hard for men. And it's not complicated. We as women, we try to tell ourselves that, men are complicated the way they love. No, love is not complicated for men. If a man loves you, you will know. It will be very evident because men are hardcore lovers. If a man loves you, it will bring out the best in you as a woman. You will submit without asking questions. You will just feel peaceful. And when you feel peaceful, your home will be filled with peace. There'll be no nagging, there'll be no unnecessary argument, there'll be no, communication issues, there'll be no trust issues. You will just be happy. And when you're happy, the man in turn is happy. And your home is just happy whenever anyone calls. But think about it. Think about how many good women do you know that are married to terrible men and their relationships are just awful. Their marriages are just awful. These women are patient. They've made the decision to stick with this man. Does it change anything? No. It doesn't change anything. No matter how good of a woman that you are, no matter how faithful of a woman you are, no matter how sweet, how awesome, how great you are, if you have a bad man or a man that doesn't love you, you will not be happy. Your marriage will not be successful. There just isn't any way around it. But think about it the other way. Imagine being with a great man. Just imagine being with a great man. You'll be happy because he'll treat you like a queen. His love will remind you of God's love for him. You will be happy. You just will be happy. You would glow. And when you're happy, you would make him happy. And, that's just how happiness starts. So me generally advise couples, advise young people, make sure the man you're going to marry is absolutely in love with you. Men, the woman you're going to marry, make sure you're in love with her. Do not go into marriage because, she loves me. I'm going to marry her because she's crazy about me. No. She's not always going to be that crazy about you. There's going to be times when she's just going to argue with you. There's going to be times when her hormones at the time of the month. There's just gonna be, our emotions go up and down as women. That's just, that's just who we are. That doesn't mean that we don't love our men. That doesn't mean that, but that's just how we were made. So me personally, I wouldn't want my marriage to be standing on my love. I love my husband to death. He knows it, but I feel like my marriage is standing on my husband's love. Because women, we are realistic beings. Okay, we just don't fall in love blindly like that. For us to be in love or fall in love, it has to be, there's something. Sometimes it's because we're reciprocating the love that has already been shown to us. In my case, that's what it was. I mean, the gravity of love my husband has for me, there's just no way for me not to reciprocate it. And when I reciprocate it, because I'm a woman, I'm nurturing and compassionate, people just feel like, oh, she loves him, but they don't see that, my love is just a reciprocation of the love he already has for me. And a man's love is solid. A man's love is constant. A man's love is not shaken by hormones. A man's love is strong because God has already equipped them with the heart to love. So, in my opinion again, a man's love is very, very important towards the success of a marriage. Feel free to leave your comments and let's just talk about it. Let's talk about it. Ask more questions and I'll make more videos. Subscribe and like this video. Let's see. Thank you.